Okay. So I found two applications that can be accessed on iPhones, iPads, Android tablets, and devices. So it can be really accessed anywhere that the child has a computer. So the first program that I wanted to talk about is LightSail. And as you can see, either parents can use it for their children at home or it can be used in the classroom, which is what I wanted to focus on. So LightSail has so many different like individualized programs to help develop literacy in kids. Specifically, when it comes to reading, it engages students, it helps grow reading time, and it accelerates literacy development. As you can see, students reading 25 minutes a day on LightSail are seeing 2+ years of lexile growth in a single year. I think that this could be something that is revolutionary to implement in the classroom because it gives kids access to a vast library of a variety of different texts and it tracks their reading time. So, although, yes, it's always nice to have a physical hard book in front of you that you're physically turning the page. I think that giving kids access to a library with over 100,000 books potentially really gives them the opportunity to engage and have choice in reading, which will ultimately help them develop a love and passion for reading. So, in order to show you, unfortunately, I couldn't actually access this app student facing, but I did think that it is a really good platform. And luckily, on their website, they actually give you what it looks like student facing. So, I first wanted to start with the adaptive reader. So as you can see, this is what it would look like as a student in your library. So this student clearly has access to so many different books that are individualized based on the reading level. It shows what's popular amongst other people reading at that level. And there's also an option, which can be useful in the classroom, for teachers to share books to their kids as well. So that can also be something that is very useful to the teacher if she wanted to incorporate an all class novel or something. And not only are these just books, but within the books, there are different activities in order to help build comprehension, fluency, and vocabulary. So I wanted to focus on the fluency builder first because I thought this was really cool. So basically, there's a read aloud and retelling section where it prompts the child with a short text to read out loud, and they will record themselves and submit it for a score. And so this will help them to develop their fluency. They get 3 turns to try to do it so that they can repeatedly read the same thing until they read it as fluently as possible. And these texts are specifically individualized with different words based on the scholar's needs and what they need to practice. There's also an option for them to respond verbally, which I think is also a really good way to practice fluency and practice implementation of the different words that they're saying out loud and reading throughout the program. The next part that I thought was really cool about this is this word work vocabulary. So this is what it looks like. The child will turn the page of their book and all of a sudden there's this box. So what the child needs to do is read the sentence and the words around the box in order to determine which vocabulary word fits best. And the really cool thing about this is that it's not just random vocabulary. They specifically choose words based on the data that the child's been essentially growing through using this platform. So the more that the student uses it, the more the program is able to individualize the vocabulary words that they know this child needs to practice. So as the book is going, it will give them this box that they need to fill in. And that really also makes sure that the child is genuinely reading the words on the page and is really focusing in on understanding what they're reading rather than just flipping through and getting the minutes for the day. So that's really cool. And then when they finish the book, there's a close assessment on all the words that they selected incorrectly. And they give you all of this, all of these different applications, I guess, of the word. They give you the definition, they give examples, pictures, this word map to show connections to the word to really build that child's schema of the vocabulary that they need to develop. So that's really the two things that I wanted to show with Lightsail. And now let's talk about readability. So readability is similar. It's an app that parents can use with their children. And basically, this is what the app looks like. So you're on the phone, you choose the reader. And then within that, there is vocabulary development. So they can click the word and better understand it. And there are short texts. So this one is a 15-minute text that the child needs to get through. What I think is really cool is that this app will basically, it's basically an individualized tutor, and it will read aloud to the child, and then it wants the child to go back and read it through the microphone. So this is also helping develop fluency by having the child listen to the words being read to them and then have them go back and repeat the reading themselves. Then at the end of reading, there are comprehension questions. So as you can see, the child really needs to think about what they read and recall different things. This is a question that can directly be answered from the text, but there are also opportunities for the child to respond personally in order to really develop comprehension. So readability is another app that can help build comprehension, fluency, and, as you saw in the beginning, vocabulary as well.